comes.
Better not be cold, but I swear to God.
What?
30 minutes or less, right?
I got this. This is the downside of Texas. It rains and my shop gets wet. Stopped raining though. There's Jeremy. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is an interesting day. You can probably tell by the title. I bought something. This is the second time I didn't think I was going to do this exact thing. But I've done this twice, so maybe I have a problem. But yeah, there's a whole other Miata here. Now there's two of them. A red one and a white one. I need a blue one. I'm going to make a flag.
This one was mine.
Yeah, this is Jeremy's Miata. This is actually what he was going to start drifting in, but the man decided to retreat back to the Great White North because he's too hot in Texas.
I'm moving to the Seattle because I'm moving to Seattle. I quit my job. I'm transferring out of the Army Reserves to active duty, so I'm moving up near Seattle, and I'm probably going to be getting into Evergreen up there instead of Lone Star.
So stay tuned for that, because we're going to go up and visit him at least a couple of times, because Evergreen is like around the corner from here. I got an all-white, this is a 91?
This one's a 90.
It's a 1990, so there's a 3-year difference in these cars, but they're almost identical, so it's awesome. But I also, so this is a whole other car. This one's actually going to be a street car, because this actually has a good title, has good tags, like this is a bone stock car, yep. Minus the shifter I stole, which is in that car now, which I'll show you guys in a minute too. I know I did a live stream the other day. I fucked up installing the shifter the other day. I didn't realize I was missing so much stuff, so everything's actually installed properly now, but I have to change something, but I'll show you guys. So this is going to be a street car, and we're going to try to keep it tame-ish, like air quotes around that, because it's not going to it's definitely going to change a lot.
Like, you guys heard, like, I traded my E36 for this.
You traded a blown up E36 4-cylinder for this.
I dailied that E36, blew it up after 2 months, and traded it for a non-running Miata.
Yeah, which we think it just might be a head gasket, but I'm gonna look at that. If the motor's bad, we're gonna rebuild it, or I might steal the motor out of this, put it in here, and then put a new motor in here. I don't know yet. I mean, it's as stock as you can really get. It is, the heater doesn't work. That's the other thing too.
No, I think it does.
You think it does? We have no idea.
AC and heat, everything's there.
Yeah, we just don't know if it works because it's never really run. It ran once and it had like 60 pounds of compression in the head. So
I got it running once and just held it at red line to get it to move.
Yeah, so there's something going on. We're gonna look at that, but it's clean. It's definitely cleaner than mine. Mine was a total box when I got, like a total shit box when I got it. It still is a total shit box.
Like, the only thing I've done to it since I got it really was buy plugs and wires because it didn't come with any, and I deleted the charcoal. Fixed the wiper motor and headlights from parts that Danny gave.
Let's say, doesn't that look a little familiar right there?
So, for the headlight motor. So both of the headlights work, the lights come on, all the electrical is sound. I've gone through most of it.
Yeah, it's a bone stock car. So this is a new project car for the channel. So we're gonna start this project car probably in another week or two because I have to get working on this car. I've got what, till May?
May to get this.
No, March. I've got till March to have this ready, which is about 2 months away. I've got more than enough time to do it. I just need to get parts and stuff ordered because this is gonna be a bigger project than I originally thought. This man's been like showing, like he found a Cressida, and I'm trying to scumbag him into buying it because it's a really good price.
Bone stock, clean Cressida.
Yeah, and I'm trying to convince him to buy it because this man's like, oh, I want like an FC. I want this. Like, dude, just buy the Cressida and then just flex on everyone at Evergreen.
Because I've looked at a bunch of S chassis, and everyone knows you could never buy a clean S chassis anymore.
If you do, you might as well sell your kidneys because that's how much it's going to cost.
I've looked at a couple Miatas, but Miatas are just serious drift tax right now.
They can be.
A clean running Miata that people have already put some work into run for like $6 grand anywhere nowadays. I don't think I'm going for Miata because the drift tax is too high right now. S chassis, maybe. I don't want a KA. I think I want to go with an RB20 or an SR20 if I can find one swap for a decent price. Or he might scumbag me into getting that Cressida because it's a really good price.
It's an awesome price, and it runs, and it's manual. Like it's mint.
I also found a G35 for an okay price with a manual already in it from factory. But I think it's pointing towards that Cressida. I did find an 8.6.
He found a hella deal on an 8.6, and that, like, if you don't buy the Cressida, you better buy that 8.6, or I'm just never going to talk to you.
Really good price on a stripped out, running and driving 4AG 8.6. So I might have the Hachi or a Cressida.
Just do it. So, but yeah, but that's how this became mine. This man's leaving. He's looking to buy cars. He's got to leave to drive to Seattle because he doesn't believe in flying. But this is now my headache. We are going to start tearing into this. I'm going to learn like I'm going to try to figure out what is causing that leak or what is causing that low compression, because I don't know if it's like a bad cylinder or if it could literally just be a head gasket for all I know. And if it's a head gasket, I'm going to be ecstatic because it's like a $20 fix. We're going to work on that coming up soon. But tonight, we've got a little stuff to work on. We have a little stuff to work on the Drift Miata build, so we're going to get to that now. I need to install the new coil pack that I actually got from Jeremy. Well, newer to me.
I've got like 3 of them.
Yeah,
he got my Miata and everything that came with it and anything I had bought for it.
Oh, there's like 2 boxes of parts in the trunk. Well, I'll get to that later. I got to unload all that because the trunk leaks like a sieve. But we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get this installed. I may actually steal the spark plug wires off of his car because I know these are still good, but those are like good spark plug wires.
Nice NGKs.
Yeah, they're NGKs.
They're still stock spec, but they're NGKs and they're blue. And
they're higher quality. So we made Bulgart those off of that car right now and put them on here. I don't know if I'm going to crank this car tonight because I'm like 99% sure that the battery's dead because it's been sitting this long. It's been unhooked, but it's been sitting for so long that I'm pretty sure it's not going to fire. But we're gonna get this all started. Then we'll go from there. We'll see. Short little update. I got the new coil pack on. Jeremy's doing plugs right now. We got the plug wires off of the other car, which are somewhere. Just saw them.
They're right there.
No, they're over there somewhere.
On your camera bag.
Yeah, they're on my nice new camera bag. Fuck you. So, yeah. We also just ran into one of the biggest issues that any car guy runs into, which is magnetic versus rubber spark plug sockets.
So magnetic ones. I hate his rubber ones.
Yeah, we just took the rubber out of mine, but we're gonna show you guys a really cool trick because it won't stay in there. You guys ready? I'm gonna hold it here. Have you hold this. You filmed. Ready? It's really this simple. Okay. Boop. It's in. Just drop her in there. She's good. It'll buff. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and read these plugs in, put the new plug wires on, and try to make this not look so janky. Then I'm kind of bored. I actually may go start looking at that one. All right, so we just went to go plug in the my coil pack here, and it looked weird from the back, like it wouldn't plug in. And I realized that my my old one like friggin' disintegrated in there. I just like came apart, and like this is the other half. It won't focus. Can't see it. Okay, well, this is the other half of the Deutsch connector that was in there. We're wondering what was going on because it looked the same as that one because it should be the same, but then this was weird. So I just stuck pliers in there and ripped it out. And this, yeah, man, that coil pack was really rough, dude. That thing was really bad if it was doing that. So I think we've kind of come to the realization we may try to start this tonight. I'm gonna check oil level, and then we may try to turn it over and see if it'll fire. Because it hasn't run in like a couple of months. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it'll fire up. Let's see here. Okay, clutch in, key on. Kind of. Well, it works. Just runs like shit. Shocker, because we're missing half an engine.
Where were the RPMs at?
1,500. So it runs real good. Well, I mean, it ran good before, but it's still... So yeah, so the new coil pack in, same plugs, which I probably need to replace anyway. New wires. Run good. Well, as good as a car that's missing, you know, the front, like, third of it.
Everything required to operate.
Yeah. Goddamn coyotes. Welcome to Texas. But yeah, so we got that's all working good. Onto the shifter. So we'll meet in the car. All right, we're in. It's so cramped in here. Okay. So I saw the live stream the other day. I installed this short throat shifter, and it had a lot of play to it because it was missing like all the bushings. So I ordered all the bushings. But now I think I put too many shims in it because now when you go like that, it just kind of stays there. It's not even in gear. Like it's just really.
That's a tough neutral.
Yeah. So we're gonna fix that right now, but it is so much better. Look, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. But I now need to disassemble all this, and I have to remove a shim, which is just below this plate. So we don't have to take all of it out. We're gonna take some of it out. That's there. Take this shim out. So this thing is now in here with all new bushings that are actually from a stock rebuild kit. So I ended up butchering a stock rebuild kit, and I put all the bushings in here to take up all that extra space in the bottom. If you can see, if you want to kind of get in there on that. So you've used up like an extra bushing and a little extra, I guess it's a spring nut or spring steel thing to make up the difference here. So now we just drop all this back in there. That.
So what'd you take out? Oh,
so this thing. So this is actually part of that stock or that aftermarket kit that I can tell, because this didn't come with the rebuild kit. I guess it's a spacer for some reason, for something. It's supposed to push down more on stuff. We're just gonna run this because this already has the gasket built into it, and this thing I think is actually applying too much pressure to the actual shifter, because after I put it in, it felt really, really tight like it did just a second ago. So we're gonna drop this back in, just like this. This is also extremely difficult. I found out doing this the other day, which again, I apologize for how crappy that live stream was. It was literally the first time I've done that on a phone. Alright guys, it's been several hours since I picked this camera up. It's like 2 a.m. already. Me and Jeremy here have just been kind of hanging out.
Being a fat kid.
Yeah, he's being a fat kid right now. We've just been looking at like rad ideas for him, because he's looking at that's my 3D printer. He's just been looking at some rad ideas for some kind of like car hauler situation. So we've just been like 6 hours or 4 or 5 hours of just like searching the web up where he's going to be stationed in Seattle for just some interesting stuff. We found some cool stuff, but it's just been like it's what was supposed to be like a 20-minute ordeal turned into like 4 hours really quick. So that's what we spent the last couple hours doing. So we're gonna head back out to the carport now. And try to wrap this video up a little bit more, because this was just kind of like a really chill day. Like I started to stay so super late that it's like ridiculous. And then this fat kid is just eating the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Pineapple does go on pizza.
Pineapple does not go on pizza. Does not belong there. Alright, so we're back outside. It's actually getting a little chilly outside. I was gonna grab my jacket, but I can't find it. It's not in my truck anymore, so I have no idea where I put it. But so that we got some stuff done today. Mainly just putting the coil pack in, and I fixed the shifter. But today was kind of like a chill day. The bigger part of the day was actually picking up the Miata, or the new Miata, which I was gonna film all that, but it was raining like well, it wasn't raining terribly, but it was raining pretty good today in Texas. It was
annoying enough to not want to film.
It was annoying enough for me not to want to put the camera out in the rain, because this thing, I don't want to ruin this, because this is expensive and it takes me like 2 weeks to get one back if I break it. So it would be like 2 weeks of no filming, which is going to kill me because I need to make more videos. So loading this thing was a bit of a hassle, but it's here. So the new project car is here, guys. Be ready for it. We're going to start stuff on that, because this is going to be a completely road legal, streetable car. It's not going to be this. I already have one for this.
It's for his girlfriend.
Shut up. But this thing's gonna be a completely streetable car, so we're gonna start working on that thing soon. This is still underway. Like I'm gonna try to do a little bit on this, a little bit on that. This is gonna have more focus on it, obviously, because the season's coming up quick. That one should actually be a quick turnaround to have it back up and running on the road to fix the compression issue. But we'll hit on more of that when I actually start that video, which will probably, hopefully it'll be like 2-3 weeks maybe. But that's gonna be that. Thank you guys for watching today. We're gonna go kind of crash and relax. I don't have to do anything until like 2 o'clock tomorrow, so we're gonna enjoy the rest of the night, hang out, watching videos, and just kind of brainstorm Jeremy's ridiculous ideas. And okay, I'll let him explain before I close the video. You want to give him at least a small justification as to what the hell you're planning?
Yeah. So my whole thing was, I didn't want to use my daily because I'm getting a Mercedes SUV as like a tow rig, because it only can really tow like 8K. So that was gonna just be my daily. I wasn't gonna touch it. So I was planning on maybe getting like an express van and a trailer, and then that turned into more YouTube videos and watching one of the Hoonigan videos where they had a baller hauler. So like an Isuzu box truck converted into a flatbed, and that turned into me converting a bus.
Yeah, it's there's a very interesting long story there, which we'll touch on your psychotic rants on that one later. But yeah, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go crash. I'm gonna close the video out here. Stay tuned for the next video because we're gonna be doing way more work on this car. We're doing more stuff on this car. We're gonna do some more nitpicky stuff that I need to get cleaned up and it's personally bothering me, and stuff that I have to get done to prep for the rest of the build. And then, like I said, maybe we might tear into the white car because I talked to Sam. Sam has this idea that the compression issue may just be a head gasket, and if it's just a head gasket, then we're just going to do that and get the thing back on the road like ASAP. If it's not, then we're going to start looking at what other problems it may be, or if it's really just a bad engine, and then we'll go from there. So, but yeah, thanks guys for watching. Sorry, I'm really low energy right now. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and it's a little cold outside. It's like 46, 44 right now, and I can't find my sweatshirt, so I'm cold. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, enjoy life. Somebody's doing a burnout.